GB News descended into chaos as they went live to Dover, where Nigel Farage was on a boat in the English Channel. GB News viewers issued major complaints as the breakfast program went live on the English Channel. Nigel Farage was on a boat addressing the ongoing migrant issues within the UK. Ahead of the summit between Prime Minister Keir Starmer and French leader Emmanuel Macron, GB News Home and Security editor Mark White was also on board and revealed they were in the separation zone and there is a migrant boat under escort. The broadcaster shared, "We're here on the escort of the Reform leader Nigel Farage, who then appeared on camera and spoke on the migrant boat." He stated, "This is a classic day on the English Channel over the last 5 years, when the weather's calm, and yes, you've got a migrant boat. There's about 17 people on board being escorted all the way over by the French Navy." However, as the interview continued, GB News lost signal of the Mark and Farage, sparking fury among fans, as one raged. "Live TV GB News never gets anything right." A second fumed, "For pity's sake GB News. Buy a Starlink Mini and sort your signal out." Another fed-up viewer added, "God sake GB News," as one said, "Come on GB News, I need to hear what Nigel's saying." While a fifth praised the Reform UK leader. Nigel talking something that is foreign to Starmer called common sense. As the discussion turned to Macron and Starmer's proposed one in, one out exchange deal, the interference with the live feed got worse, forcing the program to halt the interview and return to the studio. Presenter Christopher Hope stated, "Okay, we're just pausing there while we get the signal into the channel there, but we got the gist of what Nigel Farage was saying." He continued, "I think that'll be deeply embarrassing for this press conference later, for Emmanuel Macron to be told that Nigel Farage watched a boat arrive here on the south coast of England. This comes as Britain is set to announce a one in, one out scheme which would send migrants coming in from the Channel back to France within weeks of their arrival in return for the UK taking asylum seekers from France. However, the UK would accept asylum seekers from France with a UK connection, such as family ties. This comes after new figures revealed that as of the 6th of July, 21,117 people had arrived in the UK in small boats, an increase of almost 56% compared with the same period last year. Therefore, the pilot stage of the deal would see around 50 migrants sent back to France each week, a small fraction of the average weekly number of arrivals, which is around 800 so far this year.